this market cycle, are you really serious about learning more about investing and technicals of assets which you have in your portfolio? Or do you spend time going through books, theories about investing to learn yourselves, to improve yourself? Because that's important at this part of the market cycle at least. If so, now you know one thing. This part of the market cycle is kind of easy to make money if you know what the price action is showing you or telling you or suggesting you. XRP just broke out. The targets would range from 0.96 all the way towards 2.2 USD. Now, don't look at this as just a breakout, fake out coming back in. Wait for the confirmation. Once this candle closes above this breakout, another one opens and moves to the upside. That's the confirmation. And if you get a retest, which happens most of the time, but not getting the exact point back, right? You can buy in if you don't believe this breakout right now. That's also going to be an opportunity for you, right? Don't even be surprised if the targets are extended. What do I mean by that? If it is going to be extended even higher than 0.96 towards 2.2, that means instead of patterns, waves are going to play more role. Because the wave analysis suggests that the price can reach way higher than 2.2. It can move towards the all-time highs just above here, which is $3.8. Right? So anything can happen. Just the stuff is you need to be prepared, and your portfolio should be having that advantage of as the price moves up, your portfolio is gaining, your portfolio is becoming big in size. That should be your aim, right? So it can go higher in that terms. Now, why do that care much? Because on the other aisle, you can see that BTC dominance is dropping, and at the same time, the altcoin market cap is gaining. I explained this yesterday. We had this wick here. We kind of faked out. We tried to, it's kind of a bear trap showing you we are going to go back into this stuff. Then we came back up, closed up. Now, we're going to test this top of the wick and then balloon, because at the same time, BTC dominance has the downside to that wick too. Now, that is zoomed in view. We have to actually zoom a little bit out and look what would be the next steps, right? These are important for you to be positioned well, right? So when these are popping, you're going to get an awesome altcoin April. I told you this before. I've been trying to highlight this little by little in different videos from a couple of weeks at least, talking about this alt season which is coming, right? Now, if you look at this, it was talking about the altcoin April itself. Don't forget this time of the market cycle, because you're going to see a lot of different price action in many different assets. Now, if you're one guy who's entirely into XRP, that's going to be epic, because you're going to be there through the volatility and make money. You're paying that price of volatility, which is time, right? You're going through that time. And if you're someone who's trading various different assets, making profits from others and building your XRP portfolio because you want to have a giant XRP portfolio, you can actually look at these other assets. There are tons of assets. You need to be aware of the liquidity in the market and the volume of each asset before you jump in. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Those who were prepared are taking the benefits, the profits right now, and I can say many were prepared well, and these are kind of just the updates shows you they are happy. There are guys who are multiplying their portfolio 3x, 5x, 10x. They are happy because they are already positioned well, because they knew the targets, and many are upgrading. When someone comes in to a basic tier, spend a month or two and then understand the value, slowly upgrade into another one, slowly upgrade into another tier, and then reach the all-time high in the manner of getting value for your time in your portfolio, that's really valuable. Because if you have 5, 10, 20, 30 different assets, it's really going to be hard, and that's why now we see a lot of attention moving towards the top tiers. Basically, right now it's been sold out. One of them, it's sold out. You can see people coming into premium, then moving into platinum after a month. You can see individuals directly coming into platinum, then moving into diamond, diamond plus. Say this particular individual highlights, he just upgraded, and after that when he went back, he saw the sports are over, it's sold out right now. So that's diamond. Now we have some left for the diamond plus, but yeah, you can still avail platinum or premium to get most for your portfolio. Why? If you would like to get the value like these charts, setups, understanding for various different assets, you're gonna see breakout calls, you're gonna get Telegram alerts, you're gonna get all the different information for variety of different assets in your portfolio, which you would be taking benefits. And we would be highlighting, we reached target 1, we are moving towards target 2. So if you're a short-term guy, you take your profits there and move into another assets. Then again, another reach the target here, we're gonna there. Then reaching the target, you prepare your portfolio to move into another one. You're gonna get various different information only if you want to. And if you want to, the links are in the description for the Patreon. You can try it out. Now let's jump into the actual charts, right? These charts actually indicates you that the money is flowing into the market. Market is topping, it's moving, right? It's kicking to a new high. Now why is this currently happening? One part is the market cycle. Those who were positioned here at the bottom knows the value of position trading. Those who were with me from some time, they definitely do understand that as their portfolio is multiplying. Now why do we say that? Look at the XRP. And if you were here just listening to my YouTube videos and you're an XRP investor, I think that's more than enough. You don't even have to sign up for a Patreon, because for XRP, I kind of deliver everything here. Just, I do this once in a day. Mostly I try to do that. And in Patreon, yeah, you get instant alerts. If I'm going to buy in, I would be highlighting that. Say recently, today morning, I bought some units of XRP and I highlighted, guys, I'm actually buying in, right? And I showed where I'm buying in, what's the price, what's the leverage if I'm using leverage. But this is a bull market. I don't use leverage because it's risky for majority, those who don't understand this market. Now, I've been talking to you guys through this pattern. As we evolved through the market cycle, I highlighted this. Those who understood that what this means, they right now know what we are targeting, right? As we were bottoming, as we were at the bottom, I kind of showed you guys, look at this. We are here, we are at the bottom. So that was like December, Jan. When the price was dropping, the psychology was low, emotion was high. I was like, okay, personally, I'm buying because it just faked out, which was something similar to this, after which we rallied 500%. So if you want to measure from the bottom towards the top, you can see we rallied 500%, right? And that part of the market cycle, which I personally look at, is like this. It went up, it came down, consolidated, created a U bottom and then pumped, right? Now you look at here, we actually moved up, we created a rounded top, then we dropped. Fine. Now next one, we're going to create the same pattern and move up. But if you zoom out and get that dynamic view of that holistic picture, you're going to understand, okay, this is just getting started. And what are you looking at? What are you talking about? This particular breakout. RSI is breaking out. Price is popping. Fine. Now we need a confirmation on the price. But at the same time, MACD is bouncing on the positive side. Now that's on daily chart, right? So as you move into a 3-day chart, weekly chart, you kind of get different information. See, for example, this one is the same daily chart but showing you the horizontal levels. So if we are to break this 0.6 level, that kind of adds more value into this one on this particular side of pattern analysis, which shows say 60-65% of probability. You're gonna get these targets here. If this breaks, that's gonna be 70-75% probability. But that's if you are a trader. If you are an investor, you would be looking at the market cycle. You would be looking at XRP on a weekly or a monthly chart like this, and then you would be asking yourself, okay, this is wave 1. Wave 1 was completed, then this is the wave 2 just starting out. Should you be in that? Now I know it's not only one asset which is just starting that wave. We have others and we are positioned well, right? Then if you are looking at this, you'll understand, okay, that's cool. So as we break out at this particular point, if you are looking at this, you definitely understand that this particular time is over. If you do understand that we broke through this level as capitulation, then we created that reversal pattern. Now we are popping through that. It does mean that we are going to get volume. If you look at the volume, you can see that we are slowly changing. The direction is changing. To understand these changes, you should understand the language which the charts are talking to you. And once you get that point in our memberships, now I'll say you don't even need that. You can just spend your own time, go through books, theories, and understand what it really means. If you go through at least one book a week or a day, depending upon your potential, you're going to learn these stuffs, right? So if you are doing that, you're learning and you're understanding that this market is changing. Now, why is it so important to understand that this market is changing and this market is moving high? Because on the fundamental side of this, you can see this stuff is literally at your door, right? Majority will understand this is going to happen sooner than you anticipate. And if you're not prepared, that's going to be one of the bad seasons of your life, where it will be really hard to survive, not to thrive, just to survive. So when there is a tsunami, you're not looking to thrive. You're first looking to survive and then looking to thrive. So why do I say that? Because this is being considered as an asset class and institutions are moving their money. We can even see gold is being dropped to grade into crypto market. And now this particular stuff, not only in US, you look at the globe, around the globe, say let it be the Indian market, let it be the New Zealand, let it be Aussie market, wherever you look at, you are kind of seeing there is a real estate bubble which is nearing its pop, because right now it should have been popped. Just the governments are giving time and time and time, more and more, in a way that, instead of going for a foreclosure, banks, the lenders, are going towards forbearance, right? In US, you understand that already. Now, if that's the case, remember, 12 million and above jobless in US, around 3.6 million, 3.2 million forbearance. Last time when the property market bubbled and popped, it was like 11 million jobless and like, 3 million, about 3 million of foreclosures. Now it's something similar, and the wave of health crisis is not ending. They're saying first wave, second wave, third wave, and it is continuing. Now I know it's not good for the common man who don't understand this market. And when they show you that, okay, this particular asset is going to go here, do understand these are the same guys who told this asset is not going anywhere, or we don't even consider that as an asset. That means that time when they were talking it down, they were buying into it. This time when they are talking so high on this, be cautious. That's a red flag. So when you look at the fundamentals, you definitely need to look, okay, they are understanding this as an asset class. Fine. So what are they looking at? Cash or cash equivalents, financial instruments. So what type of financial instruments? So the fintech here, OCC, issues significant ruling permitting national banks to use INVN and stablecoin technology. Now do understand, previously they have mentioned stablecoin doesn't actually mean the stablecoin which you just understand from that word, because we went through the report from BIS, Bank of International Settlement. It's kind of, the central bank of central banks, right? Even they highlighted what they mean by stablecoin. It's relatively stable in price fluctuation. Now, to understand that, it's not hard. You just have to come to a monthly chart of XRP. We have done this before, but not in this context. But it's really easy to do that here. Why? You just take the price fluctuation of XRP. For those guys who are saying, okay, it's volatile, I agree, it was volatile during a particular time period. So you take this bull market, then you see it's 300 days upside. Boom. Great. Cool. A lot of guys made money. Now you want to compare it with Bitcoin, Ether, whatever chart you want to compare it with. It's completely up to you. You see the volatility here is 300 days, and the volatility here, which is starting the second bottom and moving to the upside from that double bottom, is 853 days. Do you see what I'm trying to illustrate? If you want more, you can do Ether on that one, or whichever assets which you really would like to add into this criteria. The total number of days which it took to move to this upside is 853 days. Now that happens to be somewhere close. Wow, right? That's nothing small, because here it's way smaller, right? It's kind of 30% of the actual volatility in terms of time. That's the position in fundamentals here as a payment asset. But as an investor, what does this mean for you? That means you need extra patience of around 500-600 days. It's not doing anything. Now, if you are an educated investor, you think that, okay, I now have 600 days to buy into this asset before it pumps. That's the right mentality if you see it as an investor. Now, yeah, these comparison, you understand this. The probability and these are kind of, above its all-time high, and this particular asset is just starting its market cycle. If you want to compare them, you can compare them from the all-time highs and look at the pattern which they are evolving. Now, I'm just using a rounded bottom pattern. If you want to use, trend angle to show you how the trend actually varied, you can still use that. Say 20 to 30% there, and it changed here like 0 to 1 degree positive movement and then moved positive. So that's the rounded bottom actually which you're seeing there. Now, if you go deep in technicals, you'll understand this stuff. But anyway, here for XRP, for common man, this is more than enough. They'll understand what's happening in the price. The supply was increasing, demand was decreasing. Then the supply was increasing, but the demand also increased and neutralized it. Here, the supply increase is dropped, meaning the supply is not coming in the market anymore. Ripple, the company, is stating, okay, they are not selling more into the market, right? They are holding whatever comes out of escrow, they're putting it back. Then the demand is increasing. That's what we are seeing here. So this particular phase towards the all-time highs is not a small deal. From this particular point towards the all-time high, you kind of make 560%. What did I tell here? Last time we did that movement, we moved 500%. So till this all-time high, based on the wave analysis, you will still be able to make that. Decision is always yours, because when you see the fundamentals like this, you need to question yourself, what is happening? Are these companies, some guys just investing in a technology which they don't understand? No, I don't actually think so, because right now when you look at the banks, Japan Post Bank, Santander, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, HSBC, Axis Bank, all of this are top global institutions, and they do understand where this market is going. Do you get that point? Now, if they can see this and they are planning this from a long time and aligning their way forward, you should also understand, yes, that's happening, because now the network effects will definitely kick in. Say those who come to my Patreon and make ton of money, they kind of invite their friends, families, say, okay, this guy is making me a ton of money. If you want to do that, you can do. And I'm personally experiencing that. And then me being a small individual and comparing Ripple, the company, and XRP Ledger as giant network, wow, the network effect there is going to be monstrous. And that kind of FOMO, the institutional FOMO, will happen as the price moves up. They're like, okay, if I want to buy some XRP, keep it for some time to use it, even for my, experimental use case or the direct financial production, I'm going to pay way much more if I'm late into the party. So they will also come in. And as they come in and the supply is not increasing, do understand Ripple, the company, is saying you can buy in the open market, right? Even if they're buying from an OTC market and the information is going outside after a little while, that's going to pop the market through the skies. Now, if you know these fundamentals and you're well prepared with your portfolio, variety of different assets, you'll see some like this. Now, being frank, I didn't even saw that coming. Because, the liquidity was low at that time. If you look at or compare it with the others, which are in millions, this one is easy to manipulate. And it will be really hard for you to take your money out if the liquidity is low in the market. Even if you would see 10x, 100x in your portfolio as gains, and if you're not able to take it out, that's going to be bad, right? Now you understand what we are talking about, because we were following different coins at different times and trying to take benefit of this as the market moves. Minimizing your risk, maximizing your gains is the right way to do it if you know what you're doing. If not, yeah, you can be a short-time trader, go through the volatility, pay the price, be in a loss. In this market, you are entering to make money, not to lose money. If you are here as a gambler, it's completely fine. If you are here as an investor, trying to learn and improve yourselves each day, technically, fundamentally, to get these kind of updates for different assets in your portfolio, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description. I'll meet you guys on the next video, and if you saw value, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Bye for now.